Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here as normal. Hopefully you guys all had a good night in the WNBA last night. As normal, only two games, but still definitely found a way to win. So hopefully you guys did as well. If you guys used the lineup I gave you guys last night, just in my in the video, I think it scored a 204 or something like that. Um, I think that one did cash. So if you guys did use that one at the end of the video, it would have won you guys some money. So yeah, so definitely not too bad of a night. So hopefully, like I said, you guys did pretty good as well. Speaking of the 204, the lineup I gave out did score a 204.5, so it wasn't too bad. Didn't play for money, but definitely probably going to start doing that because yeah, definitely winning some money here. So wanted to get used to it, but obviously by not playing, missing out on a little bit of money. So probably we'll start doing that. So yeah. So once again, another W for us for WNBA, only $25 per month. So yeah, very easy to make your money back there. I think it was like a 190 to 192. The cash line was last night. It just depends on where you played. So 204 definitely would have cashed mostly everywhere. So anyway, yes, at $25 per month if you want DK and Fanduel combo, it will be $40. So you get $10 off if you sign up for both of them. So yeah, anyway, Carson here got 18.2. I told you about her last night. I really did like her. And yeah, definitely paid off. 18 points. I'll definitely take that. Told you I liked Mitchell here, 28.7. Loved her. Put her in there for sure. Pondexter, put her in there just really, really cheap. Only got me 8, so a little disappointed by that. Awunike had her 36.8. Definitely not too bad there. Expected a little more, but I'll definitely take 36. Deladon 41, not too shabby for her there. Indiana was doing pretty good. It was close, and then Washington pulled away. So 41 from Deladon, not bad. Thomas, I liked her with a 40.3. As you see, I got all the three very high-priced players in there. So definitely a GPP lineup. And then also Awunike, her sister, 31.5. So both of them did very good for me. So yeah, not too bad. Pondexter, that's the only one I kind of missed on, but for the most part, it was a pretty good GPP lineup. So yeah, definitely not too bad. So like I said, love for you guys to join us. $25 per month or 40 if you want to combo DK and FanDuel. To get in on that, just click on our Twitter in the comment section. Just say, hey, I want to get signed up on WNBA, and would love to have you guys anywhere from 1 to 2 lineups per day for the main slate per, like I said, per site. So not too shabby. And on the bigger slates, if it's 3 or 4, I might have 2 to 3 lineups. But on the 2 game, 1 to 2 lineups. So yeah, just click on the Twitter and say, hey, I want to join, and we'll get you all set up. So like I said, we'd love to have you guys on board. Anyway, yeah, once again, we got another 2-game slate here. We got Minnesota and New York, and then Chicago against Seattle. So Minnesota and New York were very good defenses last year. Chicago was one of the worst defenses, and Seattle was middle of the road. Let's go look at it here real quick. So Minnesota, they were the number 1 scoring team last year. Then we got Chicago, the 5th best scoring team. Liberty, middle of the road there. Storm were 9th. They're a little bit better this year. Storm are. They did pretty good against the Phoenix Mercury the other night. Finally, the Storm are playing somebody besides the Mercury. They've played Mercury 2 preseason and then I think the 2 regular seasons. So they've already played 4 games against them. So they're probably happy to see someone else. So yeah, definitely don't mind these ones here. That's the offensive area. Let's go look at the DVP from last year. Chicago Sky were the number 1 worst team. Looks like their defense is a little better this year. They haven't faced any crazy offense this year, though. So we'll see. Like I said, they face all right offense, but nothing too crazy. The Storm should be an interesting matchup for them. They said they're ranked 6th last year, but, they're not looking too bad. They did pretty good against the Mercury, which are a very good team. So, yeah, Chicago Sky and Seattle Storm, that should be a good one there. And then we got Minnesota and the Liberty, 2 of the top defenses. We had the Sparks last night, even though they gave up a lot. But that's because Connecticut was a good team. Yeah, Link and Liberty, both very good defenses and, half decent offenses. As I said, the Link are the number 1 last year. And then Liberty kind of the middle of the road. So, yeah, Minnesota defense is definitely nothing to laugh at. Very good defense for Minnesota. So anyway, let's go look here at the totals here. We're going to look at our first game, Minnesota and New York. We got a 153 total and Minnesota by 4.5. So that 153, it's not the craziest total there. I don't mind it. I don't mind the total. It's just kind of a middle of the road total here. So there's a couple good plays here in this one here. So let's go look at the guards here. Kia Nurse, 28.9. New York's only played one game, but I definitely don't mind her at all. Coming off the bench, but Sugar Rogers, I don't think she's playing, even though I think she's a stretch guard. I think she plays small forward or something like that. I know they just play guards and forwards. But she is doubtful to play, so Nurse may go in the starting lineup. I don't know their starting rotations. I mean, I know their rotations, but I don't know their bench players who would step in. So you got Nurse in there. I'm not exactly sure who else would step in. Hartley, I really don't mind her. She's only $4,200. Minnesota, as I said, yeah, very good defense here. So I really don't want to spend too much on my Liberty players if I'm going to pick some. Hartley, 19.6, $4,200, 31 minutes against Chicago. She might get you, like I said, 18 to 20 in this one, 4,200. I'll take that. Like I said, I don't mind Kia there. She's going to have to step up. Prince is still out. Like I said, Rogers is going to be out, so I think she'll step up again. She'll be relatively popular as well. That's mostly it from that area. Whalen, I don't mind her if you want to put her in there. She might get you 23, 24. Cynthia Fowles, man, what a heck of a game she had last time. I think it was one of the first 2020 games in Lynx history. 65 fantasy points against Dallas. Tina Charles, yeah, for the most part, pretty good defender, but man, Fowles is pretty good. Number one play of the night for sure is Cynthia Fowles, and she'll be very popular. Tina Charles, I don't mind her. Cynthia Fowles, though, is a very good defense player, so I think she might get you 25 to 30, which isn't too bad, but I don't know if you really want 25 from a $7,700 player. Maya Moore, honestly, she's been frustrating to me. I picked her first two games, and she's just not shooting good here. 21 and 24 for a $6,800 player. Hopefully she smartens up here. She's obviously off to a slow start, but I think, honestly, she'll pick it up here a little bit. Rebecca Brunson, though, is probably one of my best plays that I'm going to have in almost every lineup. Very consistent, $5,500, 26 and 28. A little bit cheaper than Maya Moore and getting more fantasy points. Obviously, Maya Moore has a way higher upside than Brunson does, but right now it looks like Brunson's doing good. So I really like her for sure. I'm not even going to say her last name, but anyway, we got Amanda. She had one good game. She came off the bench, only played 22 minutes, so that's a little concerning, but she was very productive in those minutes, 31.9. So, like I said, I don't know who's going to go in the starting lineup. I think Nurse probably will be in the starting lineup there. And Amanda, I think, will still be coming off the bench. But like I said, we'll have to see the starting lineup. I don't mind her. I don't think she'll get 31 again. I think she'll be very popular. 5,000, I might put her in there. We'll see. And then you got Marissa Coleman, 22.3. I'm going to go look at the minutes on her. She only had 23 minutes. So, like I said, it looked good here, but as we know, Chicago not the greatest defense. I know they're 2-1 on the year, but Minnesota's a whole new animal here. So I'm not expecting crazy a lot here for New York in this one, to be completely honest. So I'm looking at Cynthia Fowles, Tina Charles. I don't mind her if you need her, if you have the extra salary, maybe, but not a must-have. But obviously, she's a big name. But man, she's had some, some hard defense going on against her. So I'm looking at Fowles, Rebecca Brunson. I like these two. And then maybe you can look at Amanda there if you want to go that way. And then Kia Nurse, definitely don't mind her. Hopefully she's in the starting lineup. But I feel like whoever goes into the starting lineup for Sugar Rogers is in a half-decent spot there. Brandon Hartley, like I said, I really don't mind her too much. I'm not sure how you say her name. Shavante Zealous, I think that's how you say it. Anyway, she was in the starting lineup, but she really didn't do anything, so maybe she picks up with a little bit more usage. So, yeah, anyway, I'm kind of looking at here Hartley, maybe Lindsey Wallen if you want to put her in there. Kia Nurse for sure. Cynthia Fowles, and then Rebecca Brunson. Those are probably my main players. And who knows, my more might break out here against New York if you want to go that way. And then we got Chicago and Seattle here. Anyway, we got a 162 and a 7.5 spread. So very high total, but Seattle should handle this one pretty good here. Like I said, Chicago, yeah, they got off to a good start, but definitely a good test here against Seattle. Anyway, let's go look at the guards here. Courtney Vandersloot, I don't know if she's playing or not. They said she's still suspended coming over from Europe or so, but on the 22nd, she said she was leaving and excited to come home. So that was 3 days ago. So I'm not sure what's going on, if she's still out or anything. Don't have any news. But if she plays, yeah, don't mind her, obviously. But if she doesn't play, you just got the same old lineup here. Jewel Lloyd, man, what a heck of a breakout game for her last game. She just straight went off. 40 points, 29 real points. I do like her again. Once again, I do think she'll be popular, but I do like her. Quigley, I don't mind her. 24-3. She might get you 20, 24, 25 fancy points in this one at max, and probably stay around 23, 24. So she a must-have. No, if you can, I'd spend the extra money for Lloyd. I do like Sue Bird. She's definitely not what she used to be, but still, 16 and 21. She's still playing big minutes. 10 and 11 points. I really do like that. If she can get you maybe 1 or 2 assists here, she'll get you 23 to 25 points. And I think she can do this year against, not the greatest defense in Chicago. Like I said, they did improve a little bit, but I still don't mind some Sue Bird to get you 23 to 24. Diamond DeShields, not too bad here. The only thing that's a little concerning is their minutes, 25, 22, and 20. They are going down a little bit, so we'll see. And also her production's going down. She's only 4,000, so if you want to take a shot, maybe put her in there. But like I said, her minutes are going down, so that's a little concerning. Gabby Williams here for Chicago, 16, 23, and 14. Same thing. Minutes aren't really there. But if you need someone cheap for 3,800, maybe she gets you 17, 18. Maybe you can put her in there if you want to go that way. Jordan Canada, she had an off game. Maybe she gets you 16, 17. Kalea Cooper, I think that's how you say her name. Only $3,200. She might get you 13 or 14. Like I said, she hasn't done anything either. So there's really no really cheap options here. Like I said, maybe look at Williams, Sue Bird, Quigley. But I think out of all these guards, I'm probably just going to take Jewel Lloyd, to be completely honest. And then over here, we got Brianna Stewart. Once again, she'll be very popular as well. I'd probably take Fowles over Stewart just because it's going to be a little bit more of a competitive game here than this one, but Stewart still should do pretty good here. About 30, 35 in this one. I don't mind her. I don't here for sure. That's what she's known for, 1, 1, and 200 blocks. So Stewart, like I said, very good offense player, but Dolson is a good defensive player. So I'll probably take Fowles over Stewart, but don't mind both of them if you can get them in there. So I don't mind Dolson. Do I need her? No, probably not. Natasha Howard, though, $4,600. I think she's in a good spot here. Like I said, 4,600. Doesn't play the biggest minutes, but also not too bad with her blocks, averaging 2 a game here in her first 2. If I get anywhere from 20 to 23 from her, I'll definitely take that. So Natasha Howard, she's in play for me. Finally, Alyssa Clark, she finally stepped up here and had a pretty good game last time out with a 23-1. I do like her. Her minutes are there. They definitely are. 10 and 16 points, so she definitely knows how to score. Needs a couple more rebounds here and a couple more assists. But I'll definitely take 22 to 24 from her once again for only $4,500. So, yeah, the forwards, I really like forwards in the Chicago-Seattle matchup for sure. Cheyenne Parker, minutes aren't really there. She's everywhere. Good rebound player, but not really feeling her. And that's probably it from that area. I don't really see anyone else I'm looking at. So don't mind Stewart, Howard, Clark. I don't mind those 3. And then Jewel Lloyd probably. Maybe you can look at Sue Bird. And then Kia Nurse, like I said, definitely watch out and see who's in the starting lineup for Sugar Rogers. And Hartley, like I said, you can look at her. Fowles, I love her. Charles, like I said, not too bad of an option, but a very hard matchup there against Fowles. Then Maya Moore, like I said, she hasn't been performing well, but as we know, she can break out at any time. So maybe, I really don't mind her, but, this last couple times I picked her, she hasn't done much, but, I could see a breakout game in this one. Then I love Brunson, going to be in almost all my lineups. And then maybe put in Amanda in a couple of them if you want to go that way. So let's try and make a lineup for you. So I'm going to put in Hartley. I like her for $4,200. We're going to go put in Lloyd. She's not the cheapest, but I do like Nurse. May have to change that around. We got Brunson. Really want Cynthia Fowles, but I don't know if I can get her. Oh, that really drops you a little bit. Not too much value out here today. I'm not really seeing a lot there. I guess you can go Gabby Williams here, 3,800, not much. I guess you can put it in there, 3,800. Don't really like it, but I definitely need some bigger players in this one here. 5,400. Guess you can go Maya Moore, and then you only got $4,100 here to go get someone. I guess maybe Coleman. Definitely gonna have to work on that one a little bit more. I guess you can put her in there. So that's definitely, like I said, that's a rough draft lineup. I do like Fowles. I don't mind Moore there. I would like to find a way to maybe get in Stewart there. And another thing is maybe take her out, maybe put in Natasha Howard, find a way to get her in there, or maybe put in Clark for $100 cheaper. But I'd probably go Howard over Clark. But I like these four. I really do like these four here. You're $500 short, so you might have to go, get off of Jewel Lloyd, which I don't really like, to Quigley, and then maybe upgrade from Williams to Shields or something like that. I don't know if you can do that at all. But anyway, going to have to mess with it. But I really like Fowles, Brunson, and then Howard, and then Lloyd. Those are kind of my locks there, and we'll definitely see. So if Vandersloot plays, that changes it a little bit. If not, then Hartley, I don't mind. Don't mind her. I know they're on the different teams, but I definitely don't mind her in this one here. So yeah, like I said, if she doesn't play, I guess the Shields and Gabby Williams, but not really liking any of the guards there for Chicago. I do apologize. For a second, I had Vandersloot on New York, so I definitely do apologize for that. Anyway, like I said, yeah, Kia Nurse, I do like her. And then Hartley, I guess, from the New York side. Forwards, as I said, Fowles, Maya Moore, Brunson, Amanda. And then Seattle, you got Stewart, don't mind her. Howard and Clark is kind of what I'm looking at. And then the guards, I just definitely like some Jewel Lloyd and a little bit of Sue Bird. And then I guess if you need Williams, maybe put her in there as well. So it's going to be a little bit harder night here figuring out who you're going to get. Are you going to go all in with your big ones and hopefully, go really cheap and your cheap ones pay off, or are you just going to go a balanced lineup? We'll have to see. So anyway, yeah, definitely excited about this one. I'm going to have to take a little bit of time and figure this one out, but I'm not too worried about it. Then, research isn't out yet for today's matchups, so I'm definitely going to have to look at that as well. So should be a good one. Like I said, it's going to take a little bit to look at it, but definitely should get it. And, looking for another win here. So that is it. Like I said, we won again yesterday. Like I said, I think cash line I didn't play, but it was around 190 to 191, 192. So this one did cash easily here with a 204. So we'll love to have you guys on. $25 per month or $40 for DraftKings and FanDuel combo if you want to go that way. If you want to get in, Twitter will be in the comment section. Click on it. Just say, hey, I want to get in, and we'll get you all set up here. So, yeah, like I said, would definitely love to have you guys on board. So that is it. If you do enjoy the video, I do appreciate it. Like I said, WNBA, not many people do it, so definitely taking some time and doing some WNBA research for you. So hopefully you guys do appreciate that. So yeah, hopefully you guys all have a pretty good Friday, and we'll see you guys all here for Saturday.